Yeah, what's up guys, it's Joshua here, and in today's video I'll be taking you guys through how to make and run effective Facebook ads in 2025, from making the offer to launching your ads to making the image ads, the video ads, the creatives generally, and eventually looking into the technicalities of running and setting up an effective lead campaign, just going through the ad account generally. So hope you guys are going to get much value from this. And without much further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, first and foremost, before we step into the technicalities of the ad account, it's really important to first, number one, identify your target audiences. So we need to understand who do you want to work with, who do you want to do business with. Do you want to work with homeowners? Do you want to work with commercial facilities? So this is going to help us in creating the marketing assets that we are going to use to reach out to these people, e.g. residential images. We'll be using residential images, lifestyle videos, and emotional copywriting as part of our marketing assets if you are to opt for homeowners. If you're okay with working with homeowners or that is your specialty, then this is really going to help us in making the ads. If on the other side you also opt for working with commercial facilities, then eventually we are going to use commercial project images, case study videos, and ROI focused copywriting. So the thing is here, the thing that is here is that we're not going to really use the same marketing assets. Like for instance, for homeowners, we'll not be using residential images as our marketing assets to reach out to them for commercial facilities. So each and every target audience that you're going to generally target has its own marketing assets. So we cannot be creating ads like commercial project images for homeowners. That will eventually not work. So each target audience here has their specific marketing assets. So that is number one. That is step number one. We must identify who do you want to target, using your ads. The second thing that I'll include here is you need to have your offer. So you need to have your offer. What is it that is going to make you stand out from the rest of the epoxy guys within your service area, within your city, basically? So an offer is actually really the most important thing, apart from any other thing generally within running Facebook ads. You must have an offer. You can have the best looking ads, you can have the best looking image and video creatives, but without an offer, without something that grabs your audience's attention, then basically your ads are just going to flop. So offer is everything. Offer is everything, literally in every market. In every market you go to, offer is everything. And now even with Facebook ads as a platform that is going to help you generate so much leads for your business. Actually, it's one of the best platforms currently, not currently, but has been one of the best platforms that you as a business can use to generate leads, even currently in 2025. So without an offer, if you're just basically running simple image and video ads without placing an offer within your ad, then you're totally messing things up. You're totally doing it wrong. So your ads are generally going to flop and they're not going to work. But if you have an ugly image ad or an ugly video ad, but with a strong offer that kind of grabs the attention, that kind of acts like a bait and switch simply, then automatically you're really going to convert, because most people are not really concerned about how good looking your image or video ads look. Of course, the creatives also play a huge role, but the offer here tends to kind of oversee the creatives. So your offer is really powerful. When you're comparing your offer and creatives, your offer is going to be really powerful. So guys, you need to understand the other reason why an offer is really powerful is most epoxy guys are competing on price. Most of them are competing on price. So you need to act as you need to have a differentiating factor, something that is going to make you stand out, something that is going to raise questions. What makes your epoxy service different than the rest? that is where an offer plays this huge role. So for offers, you can have simple offers that literally work and generally work in the niche currently, even when you're going when in this time when we are going to the end of the year. So you can have simple offers like something like save. Let me try and maximize this. You can have something simple like save up to 1500 on your epoxy flooring, or rather on your epoxy floor. Then you can have an kind of an urgency statement like this season, no, this season only. Yeah, even a simple offer like this. If you place a simple offer like this with a mid-average image ad or video ad, simply it converts a lot. This is just an example of a seasonal urgency offer. So if you perhaps you're within a holiday time, or a season within seasons, like for instance Christmas or maybe Labor Day celebrations and all that, you can always have such offers. Such offers tend to convert way more. So another offer that you can also have something like free garage cleaning plus free flake free flake upgrade free flake upgrade install, limited spots. We always must have an urgency statement within our offers to make these people reach out to you so fast, because speed is what makes wealth. Speed is everything. So we need to create that urgency to these people, to tell them, in as much as yes, there might not be those limited spots, but we just must create urgency, because these people might also opt for other businesses or other services offering the same epoxy floor. So we need to have the urgency, the aspect of urgency within our offer. So we can include limited spots available. Yeah, so this is just an example of another offer that really converts, because what you're doing here, you're giving value to these people, and that is literally what makes an offer really important. What is the value that you're giving to people apart from the price? Are you only competing on price, or the value package that you're giving to your customers? Like for instance, this in itself is a value stack offer. So literally what you're trying to say, a value stack offer is just these add-on costs that to you seem they just seem little, but to whoever you're reaching out to, who is your customer, they really feel valued. They really feel like you've done something big to them. Like free garage cleaning, I know it's not something to consider as really huge, as a huge kind of value to give, but to them it really shows a lot that you value them. So, and also many people actually love free things that they do not have to pay an extra shilling for, or an extra coin for. So this in itself also can also work. uh, Probably the last offer that we can have is something like, maybe something like wait, maybe something like 50% off 50% off 50% off installation, and then this season only. Yeah, so we must include the scarcity, just as I said. So this is just an example of, actually, one of this offer also works a lot. Discount plus scarcity offer. So just like a straightforward slash of price of your price. And then you find people converting a lot, people reaching out to you because of this simple offer that you include in your ad. Yeah, so guys, these are just examples of the offers that are currently working within the niche, that are currently There are actually many epoxy businesses that have winning ads are including within that are actually putting them and including in their ads. So yeah, that's it. Offer is king. Offer is important. Just as I said, I'm just saying this for the last time. You can have the best looking image and video ads, but without including an offer in it, you're not doing it the right way. There's no one who, honestly, with all politeness, there's no one who cares about, number one, your company. They people don't even care about the video, the image ads that you are showing. People always have this selfish type kind of behavior, so they only want things for themselves, so they're only there for them, they're only reaching out to you for themselves. And so I guess an offer kind of acts as your defense here. If you're just running image video ads, you can have the best looking ones, but people are not going to convert, people are not going to reach out to you. But if you have a mid-average image ad, something that just looks slightly good and slightly also not really appealing, but you have a really strong offer in it, then definitely people are going to convert and reach out. So that's it for the offer, guys. Let's move to the ad account. So guys, we're here in our ads account. So once you're in our ads account, so what you're going to do is you'll first come here where we have this green button called create. You'll click create. I'm going to click create. Don't know why it's lagging. Okay, so once you click create, we're welcomed with two instructions over here. We have the buying type and we have choose a campaign objective. So first with the buying type is just you literally Meta allowing you to buy ad space from them. So we have two options here, auction and reservation. The auction buying type is where your ad is competing with the other advertisers for the same target audience. So like if you're running ads for targeting the San Antonio homeowners, you're not the only one who's targeting that same audience. There are also other advertisers who are doing the same. So Meta is only going to decide and choose which ad is going to be shown the most to this specific audience based on some certain criteria that are supposed to be met. And this include some what we call bidding rate. How much are you willing to pay for Meta to show your ad? There is something else they call estimated action rate. How likely is the one who's seeing your ad or the one who was to see your ad, how likely are they to convert or to click your ad? Then the third one is ad quality. Is your ad relevant? Is your ad user friendly? Yeah, is your ad of high quality? Because you understand Meta will not really promote ads that are not really engaging. So if your ad is really of low quality, Meta are not really going to do the due diligence of helping you to get to the desired customers you want. So these are the three criteria that Meta are giving to you or to us as the advertisers, that once we meet this criteria, they give us that opportunity where if someone now logs in the app, Facebook or Instagram, it now gives them that opportunity to show your ad if only you meet these three criteria that I've mentioned. So once you meet these three criteria, it always equates to something Meta calls total value or total impressions. The amount of times your ad is going to show to a person who was randomly logged into the app or who's using the app. So the one who, if we are perhaps a group of maybe 3 advertisers, and I'm the one who has the total impression, which is just a sum of these 3 criteria that I mentioned, then Meta gives me the high advantage of showing my ad to the specific user at that time. So it literally happens to all of us generally when you're on Facebook, on Instagram, and you stumble upon an ad. So there's a sequence, so there's a way that ad actually showed up on your phone. It did not just appear from nowhere. So there is a system that takes place before an ad is actually shown to a user or to a specific target audience. So that's just it for auction. Auction is basically, we leave it at default type. This is what small businesses and people who are running lead campaigns are using. But for reservation is just like you buying ad space. You are literally booking ad space. you're telling Meta, book for me some ad space. So Meta will do this if you first, number one, you pay them the cost, you pay them the fixed cost pertaining to your needs. So you'll tell Meta, you for instance tell Meta, I want 100,000 people to see my ad in maybe 7 days each 3 times. So Meta will give you the cost that is needed for that, and you pay them upfront, and they book the specific impression and they book the specific audience on your behalf just after you pay. So it's like Meta booking on your behalf, booking in advance. Basically, that's it. So reservation is mostly used for national flooring people who carry national campaigns. So if you're a large flooring brand, this is what will actually suit you. But for you as a small business owner, auction is the best. Reservation is mostly for those national flooring brands who are carrying out national campaigns, who have higher budgets. But if you're just starting out, then auction definitely is the best. So that's it for buying type. For the campaign objective, definitely we're going for leads. We're going for leads. Awareness is when you want to maximize the people who remember or see your ad. Traffic is if you want to send people to your website or landing page or lead form. Engagement is just if you want to get shares, clicks, more clicks and messages on your ads, then you can run an engagement campaign. App promotion, if you want more people to install or use your app. Sales, basically for conversions, driving conversions, purchases and sales itself. So for us, we want to collect leads information, our customers information and all that, and eventually follow up on them. So we're generating leads. So we are going to go for the leads campaign objective. So once you're done with that, we'll click next. No, it's loading this much. So we can click OK. Boom, we're in the leads, new leads campaign. Now for naming the campaign name, you really don't have to have a structured format to name this. You can just literally name it anything you want, as long as you are able to remember whatever you named your campaign or your ad set name and your ad. So for me, rather for us, we usually use this simple format. We can start with the business name. So we have something like San Antonio. This is just a demo. So you can have something like, okay, let me just use that, San Antonio Epoxy Pros. Then once you have the business name, we also include the campaign objective, that is leads. Actually, I ought to have put this in capital, but anyways, no problem. So we have leads. We include the leads, the campaign objective, which is leads. And then basically the creation date. Today is on 26th of September 2025. Simple as that. So this, don't try and overcomplicate this. Just make it so simple. No need to overcomplicate matters. So once that is done, of course we have that. Then we move to the budget. Now for the budget, I'd totally 100% recommend you guys to start with the ABO, ad set budget. Yeah, for the budget, we are going to straight start with ad set budget. Campaign budget is just you setting the budget at the campaign level and then leaving Facebook to distribute or to spend the money that you've put at the campaign level, leaving it to distribute to the ad sets within the campaign level. So it's just like literally, let me have an example. Let me show you a demonstration here. So this is the campaign, this is the ad sets, these are the ads. So literally what happens here is that for CBO, you'll be setting the minute. Let me try and explain this. So for CBO, you'll be setting the budget at the campaign level. This is the campaign level. So once you set the budget or you spend money on the campaign level, you leave the rest to Facebook, and then Facebook decides where to spend the money across the different ad sets within the campaign level. But for ad set budget is just you literally setting the budget per ad set, and then Facebook, for instance, if you for instance have, let me try and do this. Yeah, I'm trying to do something here. So if you have, no, not this. So literally what I was trying to say here, guys, is for the ad set budget, if you for instance have two ads within one ad set, and you're using you've opted for the ad set budget, what is going to happen here is that for this, what Facebook is going to do at the ad set budget is that you set the budget at the ad set level, and then you leave Facebook to decide where to spend the money that you've set at the ad set budget for these two ads. So it will spend based on the performance of these two ads. So if ad one in ad set 1 is performing better than ad 2 in ad set 1, and then maybe probably you have a budget of $50 a day, which equates, we have 5 ad sets here, which equates to $10 per ad set. So if ad 1 is performing better than ad 2 in the same ad set, then it will shift the spend and use more on ad 1 and use less on ad 2 based on the performance analysis it has on these two ads. Yeah, so that's just it for this. So guys, just as I've said, I really encourage you guys 100%. If you're just starting out, if you're definitely starting out, then definitely go for this. I don't know what's wrong with this. It's a hit. Yeah, so guys, just as I've said, for the ad set budget, we'll be setting the ad set budget. So for the ad set budget, we'll have a budget of $50. Here's how we work it. The simple setup that we usually have is for every $10 to $15 you're spending on ads, that goes for one ad. So because you have said we have one campaign, one ad set, and within one ad set we have one ad, then if we have, for instance, 2 ads in one ad set, and we are opting for ad set budget optimization, what is going to happen? Facebook will set the money at the ad set budget. Then Facebook is later going to decide where to spend the most between these 2 ads. For instance, if this is ad set 1 and this is ad 1 and ad 2, Facebook is going to decide where should I spend this guy's money based on the performance or based on the data that I'm getting. So because of course Facebook is a data-driven platform, that is why if ad 1 is performing better and ad 2 is not really converting a lot, then, and because we had our $50 budget, $10 in each ad set, ad 1, for instance, is going to be, Facebook will now shift the money or the spend to ad 1 and maybe spend on ad 1 at an amount of probably maybe $7, and then leave the rest 3 for ad 2 within the same ad set. Yeah, so ad set budget all the way when you're beginning. If you're just starting and testing ads, then ad set budget optimization is the best. But later on in the further stages, and I really encourage this, switch to CBO. CBO is really key in terms of scaling. Once you have a proven audience, once you have proven creatives, you have you've tested your ads and you've seen the ads that are working, then definitely CBO is best and is the better option in this case. So guys, for the budget, just as I said, for every $10 to $15 that we spend on ads, that goes for one ad. So that means for us, we opt, or we recommend for just try and run 3 to 5 ads. Don't try and overdo it. Just make it so simple. 3 to 5 ads is enough. for testing and all that, and then later optimize and scale. So we'll start with 5 ads for us. We'll set the budget here at $50 and then set at ad set budget. Yeah, so guys, once the budget is done, we have the A/B test option here. Now, A/B test is just like you literally running 2 or more ads. So you have 2 ads and you want to find which one is going to perform the best, or which one is a winning ad between those 2 ads, or 2 or more ads. So it's like you just literally running 2 or more ad variations head to head, but with controlled conditions. So to see which one performs better. So what Meta is going to do here, you have variables. If you have these variables that you want to test, maybe you want to test for creatives, you want to test your creatives to see which one is the winning creative. You want to test maybe for audiences, maybe you want to test for placements. Where is Facebook or Instagram going to optimize better for more conversion? Is it on Facebook feeds or is it on IG stories? So basically that's just it. So Facebook is going to isolate your variable, the variable that you want to test, and split your audience into equal, and then from there optimize and then get you the winning ad, basically. So that's just it for A/B test. Now the thing with A/B test is, if you're someone who's starting out, if you've never managed Facebook ads, if your ad account is a bit fresh and new and all that, then definitely I'll not recommend you to opt for A/B test. Why? Just as I said, guys, Facebook is a data-driven platform. So what is happening here is Facebook needs a lot of data concerning your audience. So if you're starting out, you still don't have a proven audience, you still don't have a custom audience, people who have visited your website, people who have watched maybe 50% of your video ads, you still don't have a proven audience yet. So it will be really difficult for you to A/B test, because A/B test in itself relies largely on the data that you have specifically tied to your audience. Yeah, if that makes sense. So A/B test while starting is not going to be really suitable for you if you still do not have enough, if you still do not have a proven audience, because Facebook still does not have enough data concerning or tied to your audience. So I'd definitely leave this off. You will just take, for instance, if you're maybe running an A/B test for maybe your creatives, you want to run an A/B test, maybe if you looking into whether an epoxy image ad or one of your 15-second video epoxy time-lapse installation videos, maybe between those 2 ads, maybe between the epoxy image and the epoxy time-lapse 15-second video. So you want to see which one between these 2 is the winning ad. So what is going to happen is, yes, you'll take the A/B test. Facebook's Meta is going to isolate these 2 ads and see which one of this is actually going to be a winning ad. Then from the data that it has, based on the audience that you already have, Meta is going to optimize and give you the winning ad. So yeah, that's just it for A/B test. Don't use it unless you already have a proven audience and you have proven creatives that are working. And for you to only have that, then definitely must just start from the beginning. You must build your audience up. Just can't start literally that way. If you start it without having a proven audience, without allowing Facebook to have enough data, and yes, I totally agree, Facebook's machine learning is now better than us in terms of picking up audiences faster, but that does not really guarantee you using it in the beginning stages. So you just must give it a testing time, a testing window time, to kind of optimize and pick the audience up. So yeah, that's just it for A/B test. So basically, get your audience right, allow Facebook to gather enough data on your audience. Then once you have this, once you have the proven audience, then you can definitely opt for A/B test. Give it a 7-day test window and then see the results. And A/B test actually is really important. It helps you in many ways. You don't have to guesswork on which ad is going to win, which ad is going to be a winning one, and you're simply working on data-driven decisions. You're simply not working or opting for opinions. So you're not literally guessing this one is going to be a winning ad or that one is not. Is going to, no, you're not doing that. You are making decisions based on the data that Facebook is giving you. Yeah, so that's just it for A/B test. Definitely, we're not going to use it at this moment. But once you have a proven audience and offer, just as I said, then of course we'll opt for that. So we're leaving it off. For special ad categories, you would not want to go for something that you're not really aware of. So for special ad categories, which include all this, we're not going for something that is not related to you generating leads for your business. This is not for us. This is kind of more for the advanced guys who are carrying out national campaigns and all that. So we leave it that. There's nothing. You should don't input anything here. Don't tick anything here. We leave it blank. Then we go to next. Guys, we're in the ad set level. So once we're in ad set level, we want to name our ad set. And just as I told you guys, don't overcomplicate this. We want to make it as simple as possible. Just try and name it something that is going to be easily rememberable to you, so you don't have to struggle remembering what you named your ad set or what name you give to a campaign and all that, to avoid all that mess within your ad account, kind of ad account setup or ad account dashboard basically. So you want to keep your ad account neat as possible and to avoid all confusion whatsoever, because you'll be dealing with a lot of data. Facebook is a data-driven platform, so you want to ensure that even from the naming itself, make it really neat and easily memorable as possible. So what we're going to do here at the ad set name level, we'll just give it a simple name. For me, the format, or for us as a company, the format we usually use, we'll start with we'll use this simple format: audience targeting, give the offer, then give the creation date. So what we're going to start with for audience targeting, of course, we go with broad, no more too much of interest or detailed targeting. Facebook is now helping us with the AI in terms of picking up our audiences and all that. So we'll opt for broad targeting, and then from there, our offer. I'll just give an example of an offer, but of course, once we've named this ad set, then we'll definitely have to include this same offer in one of our ads, in the ads that we are going to run and carry and basically create. So our offer will include something like 50% off. 50% off. Remember, I used this offer in the example I showed you guys about creating an irresistible offer. 50% off installation, and then maybe creation date 26th September 2025. Yeah, that's it. That's just it for the ad set name. Guys, don't overcomplicate this. Conversion, this is where we are going to be converting. This is where your leads are going to be converting in. So if you want to send your leads, if you want your leads to convert in the website, if you want your leads to convert via lead form within Facebook and Instagram, whether you want to carry out a call conversion location, whether you want your leads to convert in the messengers conversion location under Facebook and Instagram, this is where we'll be choosing the conversion location. Now for conversion location, the best that has always been used, and this is something that is still being used for most leads, where leads definitely convert the best, either opt for website or instant form. Now for the website and instant form, this has always been a long debate and a huge debate. Actually, many people are actually currently debating on this. Should I send my leads to the website or to my website, or should I send my leads? Should I qualify my leads using the lead forms or instant forms? And so, just from Meta's point of view, Meta actually want you guys to convert your leads using the lead forms within the app. Why are they saying this? Because they want you to have this understanding. Why should you send your leads to the website and then make them have this long process where the pages are loading and all that, and eventually lose track of the leads that have come through Facebook and leaving to the website. So what they're trying to tell you guys, use the lead forms. Lead forms are, number one, they're cheap. You're getting the leads in a fast amount of time, and you don't have issues with the tracking the leads. The leads are remaining in app. They are remaining within the app. So Meta have actually been having this idea, trying to convince their users of the app to opt for instant forms. But definitely, yes, in the beginning stages, if you still don't have enough data, if you still don't have enough, if you still don't have a proven audience and all that, definitely go for instant forms. We want to go for more lead volume in the beginning, and then later on, once you have you have a proven audience, everything is set, you have a proven offer, your creatives are proven and all that, definitely opt for website. But regardless of the same, Meta recently have introduced another option in terms of, or within the conversion location, they've introduced another option where you can now opt for website and instant forms together. So instead of single-handedly going for a website separately, pardon me, sorry, instead of going for a website separately or an instant form separately, Meta now giving you the free option of going for both. Why don't you go for both? Why? Their AI is now currently advanced. Now you don't have you don't have to have that issue of lead quality, because this has been what many advertisers and many business owners, this has been their cry. If you're running instant forms, you have an issue with lead quality. The leads that are coming in are not people who have low intent, are really not serious buyers. But on the other side also, if you're running website leads, the leads that are coming in through the website, you have difficulty and issues in terms of tracking them. But now Meta is giving you an option, a singular option that is going to cut all the odds that have been against all these issues. So you can now run leads to the website, or you can also use the instant forms. Why? Meta's machine learning currently is really, bro, it's really advanced. So what Meta have done actually is that Meta's machine learning is now so advanced to the point that Meta can itself, with the data that it's getting, Meta is now able to predict whether your user or your leads are going to convert within the app, or they're going to convert on site. And on site I mean website. So based on the data that it's gathering day by day as you continue running these ads, Meta is able to predict. Meta is able to predict the journey that each user is going to take. So once it predicts whatever journey your leads are going to take, it optimizes automatically and sends that user. So if it predicts this lead is probably going to convert on your website, then it will optimize automatically and send your leads to the website. But if on the other side it sees a lead better optimized for converting within the lead forms, then it sends them and it presents them with the lead form. So I think this is really important for you as a business owner, because at least you have that balance. At least now you have that balance in terms of your efficiency, in terms of lead quality and volume. So you're not fully getting issues with the tracking, and also not fully getting issues with lead quality generally. So it's just a kind of hybrid approach, a hybrid benefit for you as a business owner. But in the beginning, I'll definitely go for instant forms. So we're going to go for instant forms. So yeah, that's just it. So if you also want to use messengers, I will not opt for this. I will not recommend for this. Messengers is when maybe you're carrying out a DM funnel, so where you are reaching out to leads that are reaching out to you through your ad, and then you're sending them to a messenger within Facebook and Instagram, and then from there kickstarting your conversation. So initially, Messenger is not quite the fit. Instagram, you're sending them to your Instagram See, it's just kind of similar to the messenger, carrying out a Instagram DM funnel and then starting the conversations from there with the hope of converting the leads that have reached out to you through your Instagram DMs. Calls is when you have like a small banner next to your ad where your leads can be able to call you. But for calls, there's this software that most business owners are using called CallRail. You'll integrate it with your Meta account, and then from there you're able to at least track the phone call leads that are coming in through your ads. Yeah, that's just it. For app, basically sending people to your app. That's just simple. Yeah, but for us, we'll be using we are going to be opting for the instant forms. So once the instant forms is done, the Facebook page, this is where you'll be kind of integrating the page where you're going to be running the ads from. So you can either opt for your business page, or you can also create another new page and then integrate it with the ad account. So this is the page that you'll be carrying or running ads from. You must have a Facebook page. You can also include your Instagram page. I mean, the world is not going to end if you don't include an Instagram page or not, but you can either opt for the two. But for us, I'll just use our Facebook page just for demonstration purposes. Yeah, that's just it. For performance goal, we'll definitely leave it at maximum number of leads. We don't want maximum number of conversion leads. If you're starting, leave it at maximum number of leads. The cost per result goal, leave it blank. Don't touch anything there. Dynamic creative, here is where Meta literally creates ads, your ad assets, the images, the videos, the headlines, the copy in itself. So Meta is going to automatically create these ad assets and then send them to your desired audience automatically. So instead of you manually creating your ads, Meta is going to do that and create the best performing versions of your ad assets, the images, the videos, the copy, the headlines, and all that. You want to leave this off. I mean, you don't want Meta creating ads on your behalf, yet Meta, in as much as yes, Meta kind of works on data and all that, I will not recommend you leaving that for Meta. So you rather create the ads manually based on what is working within the niche, based on the winning ad copy that is working, the headlines that are working. So you leave this off. So we're going to leave the dynamic creative off. So guys, once we're done with the dynamic creative, we move next to the budget and schedule. So here we don't have really anything to include. We don't want to include any ad set spending limits. We don't want to include anything here. We don't want to give Facebook any limits related to our budget. We already say that we want to opt for ad set budget optimization. And so the more spend you actually give Facebook, the more it optimizes better to get you the best results. So we don't want to give it any limit whatsoever. We just want it to spend as much as it can and in whatever manner it can, based on the algorithm and the delivery system it has, to ensure that it gets us the best result, because that's its goal if we actually take our time to spend enough on it. So we don't want to give any spending limit to Meta. So once that is done, we go next to the schedule stage. So this is where you'll be setting your date when you want your ads being launched. And so we have two options. You can either give it a start date and then without an end date. So Facebook will just be running ads until you yourself, personally, you as the advertiser or business owner, decides to stop running the ads based on your specific reasons. But there's also another option. You can input or you can include a starting date and an end date. So you can tell Facebook, I want you to run my ads from today to the 26th of September to next month, 26th of October. So Facebook is going to run these ads from today to the and stop running the ads on the 26th of October. Basically, that's it. So another key aspect here, it's a small but important aspect here, is the issue of timing. So for this time, we are going to be, for setting the time, we will always be setting the time at 12 a.m. Facebook's ad algorithm works on a daily cycle. It works on a midnight to midnight cycle. So if you're someone who sets a $50 daily budget from 12 noon or 12 midday, what you're allowing Facebook to do is that you're allowing it to spend your full daily budget in half a day. So you're basically and simply wasting your ad spend, and you are going to later incur a lot of high CPMs. And I know you do not want to be doing that. So you do not want to be setting your budget from 12 noon from any other time later, and then wondering why you're not getting results. So when you do this, actually, you're just trying to tell Facebook, I want the half skewed results. I do not want the full day performance results. And this is not going to help you as a business whatsoever in terms of your marketing. So you want to give Facebook the ability to just kind of pace its spending or pace the spending for the whole day. So no half skewed results, no half day results and all that. We want to ensure that our budget is effectively and efficiently utilized for the whole day and for the specific use. That is it. So leave the budget, and not budget, but rather leave the time at 12 midnight. That way Facebook is going to be able to spend the whole budget for the day, and by this you're going to be able also to get consistent and constant performance data, so you can be able to analyze performance across data. So you are able to see, okay, this was my CPL on Monday, this was my CPL on Monday, this was my CPM on Tuesday or Wednesday. So be able to have day-to-day performance analysis. So yeah, I think that's just it for it. So definitely set the time at 12 midnight. Now next we set and go to audience. Guys, just as I told you, we're not with all the advanced machine learning and AI within Meta. There's the days where people will interest stack highly and do so much of detailed targeting, and a lot of interest targeting is over. Now Facebook's AI is so advanced. Facebook is now giving us the benefit of picking up audiences based on the data that it gets from its machine learning and the algorithm. So Facebook is able currently to pick audiences so much faster than us. So we don't have to do all those detailed targeting, the interest stacking and all that. That was back then, but now just set up a simple broad targeting or broad location targeting or broad audience targeting. Your location, the age, so you can have maybe a simple interest targeting like a homeowner only, then leave the rest to Facebook. Only ensure what you need to ensure is that you have good creatives and a good offer, because with good creatives and a good offer, the creative side will also include copy. You can mention, or rather you can target your specific target audience within the ad copy, and Facebook's AI now is really advanced and able to recognize whoever you are targeting based on just what is on the copy or based on what is on the image or video ad. So you don't need to overcomplicate your targeting and all that. Just be simple and ensure your offer and your creatives are all aligned and that you're calling out your specific target audience within your copy, within your offer, within your creatives. Simple, guys. No need to overcomplicate this. So you don't need all those detailed targeting, saving up of custom audiences and all that. Facebook is doing the rest. So for using a saved audience, we don't have any saved audience controls. Leave that at as it is. For location, we're going to include, here is where we include your business location, your city, your area, your town. So you're simply including where you are currently servicing as an epoxy flooring contractor. So it's really obvious that you cannot really serve the entire country if you're actually not a national flooring brand. But for you as an epoxy flooring pro, as a small business owner, you only target those small, not really small, but those areas that you currently want to serve or are serving. So here we're going to be including your business location, and not only that, we'll also be adding a radius around your business location. So this way, Facebook is going to allow us to to target those people who are around that area. So you don't have to target the whole United States, you only target people around that area. So I think that's just it. So for radius, just include radius that usually works for most clients, just a 15 to 30 mile radius, just equating to around 40 to 50 kilometers. That works. So these are already set locations that are already included. So you guys can definitely check out your own, or maybe I can just give you an example of how this is done. So you can have an area, you can search for an area, you can include a location like Tampa. Yeah, you can have Tampa, Florida. Yeah, you can include Tampa, Florida. For the kilometers, leave it at 50. That still equates to 15 to 30 miles. So it's still the same. So once you have your location in place, you'll definitely move, ignore this, the minimum age, exclude these custom audiences. We're not using that. You don't want to include any languages. You don't want to target specific languages and all that. Leave that as that. Now for the suggest an audience, this is where we want to include some of the audiences that we are going to include in our broad targeting for the specific target audience that we are reaching out to. So here is when you include, we'll have some kind of small target audiencing. Here's when you're going to include some kind of small target audiencing. So for the age limit, for most epoxy homeowners, we'll just include from 30 will work, 30 to 65 basically for the age. Genders will include men, not all. Detailed targeting, rather let's just include all. No need for being biased there. Detailed targeting, we don't need detailed targeting, just as I mentioned. Once you have your age, gender, the location in place, please leave the rest to matter. Yeah, that's it. So once we've done that, we have our broad location targeting in place. We have a location in place. We have the minimum age in place. We have the gender in place and all that. Simple as that. We don't need to go any further than this. What probably you might include later is maybe custom audiences or lookalike audiences. So custom audiences, these are just people who these are audiences that you have built from your own data. So this could include people who watch perhaps maybe 50% of your video ads, or this could also include people who filled in your lead form but did not actually book. So this can be part of your custom audiences. So once that is done, you also have actually lookalike audiences. So lookalike audiences, you just get your actually these audiences that I'm mentioning will help you drastically in retargeting, and in terms of if you want to scale further, these audiences are going to really help you. So you will not have to reset your ad account and go to the beginning phase or to the learning phase again. So you just pick the audience that you have from the data that you've gathered and from the epoxy list of customers that you have. So for lookalike, these are just the epoxy customers that you have. So you take a list of them, then you include them, or rather input them in Facebook, and then create a 1% lookalike of this. These are just the best leads and customers that you have. So Facebook, you're trying to give Facebook an opportunity to create a 1% kind of replication of this audience. So Facebook is going to look for the same for people who have the same or similar traits to this audience. That's just it with the lookalike audience. So once that is done, I think we are all done. We're done with the audience and all that. We'll move to the placements. For Advantage Plus placements, we'll just leave it as on as it is on its default mode. This is just you allowing Meta to show ads where, how can I put this? Like for instance, if you want your ads to be shown on Facebook or Instagram. So when you have the Advantage Plus placements on, it will be like you allowing Meta to show ads where Meta thinks your ads are going to best convert. So if Meta thinks that your ads are going to convert best on Facebook feeds or on Instagram, then Meta is going to do the due diligence of sending the ads there. So that's just it. So for Advantage Plus placements, we have no much to say. We just leave it as on. Then from there, we'll move to next. Just move to next. Now we are in the ad stage. Now this is where we'll be creating our ads. Later, maybe creating our form where our leads are going to be coming in through the ads and then filling and giving us the information. So for the ads, guys, just as I told you, keep it so simple. We'll be running image ads in the start and then include creation date, September 2025. That's just it. Simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it. So leave partnership ad off just from what you've read. This is like you, if you want to be running ads with creators, brands, and other businesses, we don't want to do that in the beginning stages, so we leave it at off. The profiles that we'll be using your ad, you'll include your Facebook page or your Instagram account. Just as I said, the world is not going to end if you don't or not use your Instagram page. So it's upon you to either choose or decide whether to use your Facebook page or your Instagram page. But for us, just as I said, for demonstration purposes, we included our Facebook page. So we'll definitely use the Facebook page. So for the ad setup, we'll be choosing the ad creative that we are going to be using for our ads, and that is single image or video. We're not going to be using carousel. Carousel is just this multi-card ads that usually allow you that you can scroll basically. So from one image to the other and all that. So we're not going to be opting for carousel, but we'll be going for single image or video ad. So I'll be showing you guys how we make these ads. We already have pre-made ad templates. So we'll just be kind of editing them, including our offer within those ads. And then also trying to show you, I'll also be showing you the video ads that we also currently also can include within the ads. I'll just be showing you how these video ads look and how, not really how to create them, but how they look basically. What good epoxy video ads look like. And actually all these ads that I'm going to show you are winning ads. These are the ads that the epoxy businesses that are currently crushing it on Facebook are actually running. So yeah, let's just get straight to it. So guys, this is just how we are going to be, this is where we'll be editing and making our ads. As you can see, we already have some of our pre-made ad templates that are actually winning ads. If you like literally copy and use this ad, definitely this ad is going to convert a lot of leads. So yeah, these are just some of the ads that we're going to use. I'll be kind of refining and editing some, making them a bit appealing, because just as I said, guys, in as much as yes, the creatives play a big role, yes, we also need the offer, but we can't just run like for instance, this ad in itself, apart from just having the before and after, what are you trying to show? What are you trying to sell? So we need to make it so appealing to whoever is going to see it, and whoever probably will need your service just from seeing this ad. So I'll just be showing you guys how we make these ads, simple image ads that really convert and do well. So straight from this, we can have something like, we want to have a bold statement on this ad. We can't just post basic and plain images like most people do. Literally, most people literally have this as their ads, and then they wonder why they're not really seeing any leads or getting any results whatsoever. So I'll just be showing you simple ways how you can use Canva, and you can also use AI. But I'll show you that in another video. But for today, we already had these pre-made ad templates. So I'll just be showing you guys how we make these ads simple as possible and ensure that they, number one, have the offer in place, and try and make them eye-catching and appealing. because that's what actually Facebook recommends. And I told you guys about the ad quality and the auction buying type. So Facebook is actually going to promote an ad that has a high engagement, and for your ad to have that kind of high engagement, that it must be something that is really of quality, or something that is really engaging, that will lead to a lot of clicks and the conversions. So yeah, that's just it. Let's just get into this quick. So we can have something like just a small bold statement, something like transform your garage. Yeah, some simple statement like this is okay. So we don't need to be so complicated and all that. So transform your garage, then move this here, move this there, then go to elements. Sorry guys, this thing is really lagging. I don't know why it's taking this time, so much time. So once you have elements, you want to kind of give it some red font. So can add something like red color. I feel like we need to put, actually, maybe let's use another shape. You know, I feel like this is not really quite eye-catching, so maybe let's use this. Okay. Yeah, this seems better, not like the square one. This looks better. Then maybe change this. No, change this font to white. Yeah, maybe also change the font something to make it something bolder. Capability, horizon, horizon. Yeah, definitely. I love this. So something like this. Put it here. Then this. Put it here. Let's try and put it a bit up. Try and put it there. Yeah, it's okay. This not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, you can go with this. Maybe reduce the size a bit. Yeah, I mean it's not the best looking ad, but it's something at least something worth. So definitely we can go with this. And then once we have this, we must include our offer. We must have something that kind of acts as a bait and switch to this guys. Without an offer, your ads are just making noise basically. So we must have something that will kind of bait them, then switch. So let's add something small here. So you can add something like let's give an offer. Let's include an offer. Which kind of offer can I include? Let's give them a value stack. Yeah, value stack bonus offer. So something like free garage cleaning. Garage cleaning plus free flake upgrade. Then let's include a scarcity. This season only. Yeah, something like this definitely work. Then then you come here. The ones and this here. And this here. And this here. Wow, I actually made a mistake. So before that, so let's change this color. We can't really just include. Yes, let's put this as gray. Yeah, gray will work. Gray will definitely work. Something like this. And then we change the font. The horizon. No. Just lock. No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. That will definitely not work. So we'll have to go for something else. Of course, we must change this. Yeah. Okay. We'll leave the font as that. We leave the font. We leave the font at that. But yeah, something simple like this, bro, literally converts a lot. So yeah, I think this I know it looks ugly, but I think it's mid average, something that can still work. So we don't really need the best looking ads. You just need something that communicates whatever you're selling and has some form of eye appealing. Yeah. So I think this will work for now. No need to overcomplicate and make something so bright and so attention grabbing. Just need to grab the attention for some time, and then lead them to lead them to the main thing. Basically, we want these guys to be our customer. We want them as our customer. So the offer is the most important thing. So something like free garage cleaning plus free flake upgrade this season only. Then you give them a benefit driven offer. So yeah. The next ad we can this already pre-made templates that are already working. Add templates that are already working, so we'll also include this. So actually you can also just kind of screenshot this. You can use this and then just kind of insert your logo there. So apart from that, let's try and modify this a bit. Let's try and modify this a bit. Let's just add subheading. So you can have something a good before, and then move this one here. Maybe what about let's use this then. Let's try and use this. I think this will work. that one looks better. Then I include yes, so we'll include something like a red color. For want to play with colors here, colors that easily grab attention. Red is one of them, so something like this. No, this one looks bad, this one looks terrible. So let's use a square. So no, I don't know why this app is glitching. So yeah, this will definitely work. This will definitely work. Then okay, I'll just leave it there. Let's add this. Just trying to see whether the frames are actually aligned. So this one is after. Yeah, before and after. Now let's try and include our offer. So we'll try and include something simple, not something over complicated. So let's just try and have this, maybe something like get $200 off your epoxy floor. Something like limited slots available. Always scarcity statement always. So then include another. Let's make it a bit appealing. So you can include something like can work. Yeah, this can work. This can definitely work. Yes. And guys, that is how you have and you make yourself a winning ad. I can assure you 100%, a billion actually percent. Such a simple ad, if you have such a simple ad with a really strong offer, a kind of bait and switch offer like this, I assure you a billion percent this ad is going to convert just from how simple this looks. So you don't have to complicate things. Just have, guys, simplicity scales. Simplicity basically scales, literally scales. So just be simple. Just create the simple ads, image ads. If you have simple video ads, do it. Then see yourself getting a huge insurmountable amount of leads. So this itself is a winning ad. Look at how simple and eye catching. If you're someone who's if probably your customer, someone who sees this ad is not really interested in how appealing or eye-catching that is, then they're only clicking your ad or reaching out to you because of this offer. So the offer is also important. So before and after, get 200 off your Epoxy floor, limited slots available. Simple as that. But apart from this, there are also still more advanced ways of making. If you're really into making good creatives, there are also still more advanced ways into making really high quality good creatives apart from this. So yeah, that's just it for that. So we're going to upload this. I'm going to share this. Yeah, to download them. Let's just wait a bit. So creatives. Yeah, so let me post them here. So guys, once you have your image ad creatives locked in, and I'll be showing you how we need to have simple video ads the same. You really don't have to have cinematic video ads and all that. You just need to have simple video ads that you can literally take with your iPhone. So don't have to overcomplicate it. Don't have to have those. You don't need to make your video so salesy or advertorial, because by the way, this is something you need to realize when you're running these video ads. Don't try and make it like an advert or something, because people are usually so aware and sensitive whether if you're someone who's just trying to sell them something. So if you make an ad that really looks that is so that is so full of high quality, and that is just appears kind of cinematic in the sense, then people are really quick to to understand and to sense, okay, this is just another company trying to sell me something, another service. So try and make it more personalized to whoever is watching, to your target audience basically. Try and make it so personalized to them, like you're not trying to sell it to like you're not trying to sell the epoxy floor, the product to them. Try and make it so just simple and common. At the same time, don't really no in the same in as much as, yes, you need to make it common, or not common but just simple. Don't actually degrade yourself and make low quality videos that are not engaging. So try to have that balance. We're not trying to make videos that appear so salesy, and also not trying to degrade our quality or lower our quality by making video ads that will not convert later. So make the video ads really interesting and engaging. And within the videos, I repeat, have an offer, include an offer. An offer must be there. So if you're just running video ads showing your service without an offer in the copy and also in the ad, then you're simply running a video ad for engagement, for likes and shares and comments. You're not interested in leads generally. So I'll be showing you guys some of the video ads, just examples of what entails good video ads within the epoxy flooring industry. Let it load a bit. I don't know why it's always bugging and taking this long. Let's just give it time. Oh wow. Attention. Sorry, that's kind of rewind it a bit. So you have how they showing their after transformations, their offer. They're now addressing your pain points. Understand that you get the gist to this. So let me also show you another one. So this making these videos are just really easy. So you can have your iPhone set before you actually start the project. You can just set it there, make a time lapse, Then once the video is done, then basically kind of send the video to someone who's really skilled in editing and making the video and making the beats and trying to create cinematic b-rolls and all that, and then yeah, see where this goes to. So let me just show you another one. Hopefully this one will show. I hope this one is going to show you the process, how the epoxy floors are made and all that, the before and after transformations and all that. That one kind of really focused on the after transformation. So we didn't really see how the flow was and how messed up the flow was then. The ad only showed the after transformation. Sorry for this heating. Let me just pause. Sorry for this. I think I'm having an issue with this app. Let me just continue now. You see you're calling out your audience. Look at that, that's the offer. See that? You call up your audience within the video ad, because now Meta literally does not need you going through the hustle and bustle of interest tracking and all that. Simply call out your audience within the video ad or within the image or within the copy, within the image, and Meta will do the rest. So Meta's AI is really advanced. It will analyze your video, whether you're running a video ad or an image ad and all that, and eventually notice, okay, this is who this guy wants to target, or these are the people this guy wants to reach out to. So it optimizes and kind of brings your specific target audience to you without having that constant stress of interest tracking, detail targeting and all that. So
have you heard of this new coding program for homeowners?
Let me just show you the last one. Let me show you, probably, I hope it's add one. Let's try add one. Calling out a specific area, who's a specific area. So you're not just calling out homeowners generally. So yeah. It has to do this. I don't know why. See that it calls the homeowners. So you're not just calling homeowners generally. You're calling specific homeowners in a specific location. This is just where your service area generally. So if your service area is in Boston, then you call out homeowners in Boston area specifically, not homeowners in San Antonio, homeowners in, no. So you're specifically calling out your homeowners, and through this, Facebook's AI is really literally advanced. It's going to analyze and see, okay, you want Boston homeowners, then here they.
Boston homeowners.
It's showing the after transformations. Yeah, make it so engaging. So for this, we usually use Canva when editing the video ads, but you can also literally just look for someone who's a bit skilled on this, who will do the due diligence of making the video ads and trying to simply compile. Once we have the creative locked in, we want to set up the ads and eventually launch the ads. So come here to the ad creative. Of course, we looked at the image ad, we want the image ad. So once we're there, we will use this one, the get 50% of installation ad. Click next. For the aspect ratios, we're going to leave them all at original. Leave it as at original, in as much as, yes, once you click original, Facebook will be giving you this kind of warning that if you use the original size, then you just ignore it. Just use original for all the different crop placements. So use original. Don't go for any other aspect ratio. Just use original. So once you use original, click next. Now for the primary text, we have winning ads copy that we have gotten from the ads that are currently winning in the epoxy flooring industry, that are currently running and managing Facebook ads. So all these are example of winning ad copy. So what we did, we took all this winning ad copy from epoxy flooring businesses who are crushing it with Facebook ads right now. We put it into a ChatGPT agent and kind of refined it and to make it more better. So for this ad, we'll be using this ad copy number 8, the bold summer offer 50% off, still the same one. So for the primary text, we'll include this. No, it's not supposed to be that. Just want to include all the text. So we copy this, go back, paste, then headline, come here, summer special. Don't want to include the emoji, just leave the emoji off. Don't want to make it so complicated. Paste. Then for description, don't really need much. Okay, all right. So for the description, we'll maybe include this. I actually thought I did not include this, so we leave this off. No, we'll not use this. So for the description, we'll use this part. Click to get quote. That one will play as our description. So yeah, this just the basic stuff when including your copy and your ad copy and your headlines and your primary text basically. So what is going to take place here, you can either opt also to just you can choose if you want to add another headline option. This will basically take place if you want to test whether a certain headline is converting more leads or not. So if you're in that option of testing your headlines and your copy, you can definitely add another headline specifically tied to the same ad. So for now, we'll not really opt for adding any headline. We just leave it at that. So we have the description, the call to action, the most random call to action that is always there. Usually sign up, but for us we'll use the get quote. Basically that's it. So once we're done with that, click next. For the advantage plus creative enhancement, this is like you allowing Meta to kind of make your creatives a little better. And guys, I'm not trying to hate, but what really happens here is when you allow this, when you opt for add advantage plus creative enhancements, Meta is going to like literally play Indian music. So your ad will like be literally playing Indian music, and that one kind of bugs some people. So you do not want to be running ads while playing Indian music or music from another country. So I don't know why Meta has this tendency, but for this we're going to be leaving it off. So once you're done, click done, and yes, we have our ads set up. This is how our ads are going to be looking like. Now once that is done, guys, we have the instant form section. So we'll come here, create form, click create form. So for the form name, we just name something basic. Just as I told you guys, don't overcomplicate these things. Just put a simple name, San Antonio Epoxy Pros, San Antonio Epoxy Pros, then probably include the date, 26th September 20, wait, 2025. Yeah, basically that's it. So once you have the form name, then that is done. Now you go next to form type. Now for the form type, you have two options: more volume. Do you want more volume? Do you want more lead volume? Or do you want more lead quality? Do you want your leads to be more quality, or do you want more, just simply basically more lead volume? Do you want more leads, or do you want leads that are of higher quality? So for this option, I'd 100% recommend start with more volume at first, but then later in the further stages, just as I told you, once you have everything okay and ready set up, once you have a proven offer, proven audience and all that, then to automatically switch for the website, switch for a landing page. But if you're still starting within the instant forms, but you don't want much volume per se, you only want to deal with quality leads. If you're a business owner who deals with a lot of low quality leads and all that, and you don't have actually a backend system where you have a sales team that will be reaching out to this insurmountable amount of leads, then definitely I'd opt for higher intent. But if you have a proper sales team that will be reaching out to these leads, that can be able to sustain the amount of lead volume that is coming in, then definitely go for more volume. So guys, the feature I wanted to show you guys is this new one that Meta have currently introduced to deal with this issue on lead quality. Actually, if you look at what many people actually cry about, basically when they hear the word instant form, so when they carry out their lead form, and when they carry out their ads, or when they run their ads and they're using instant forms within Facebook and Instagram, their cry has always been about lead quality. So if they're not using a website as their conversion location, automatically they're crying about lead quality because they're using the instant forms. Now Meta now come with a solution to deal with this menace called lead quality. Now what they've done is, if you're opting for the higher intent option, then what Meta have added here is kind of a review step that is going to give people a chance to confirm the information. So you'll not be just dealing with casual freebies who are just coming in, who do not even have that intent of getting to purchase your service. So you're not just dealing with price shoppers, people who are just there because of the price and all that. You're dealing with the high qualified people, high intent people. So what Meta have done is, I'll just be showing you actually the real step-by-step demo. They have this section where they're including require leads to verify their phone number with a one-time passcode. So what this means is, once a lead fills in the form, once we have their contact number, what Meta is going to do, an SMS message, a one-time passcode, they call it OTP. A one-time passcode is sent to them via SMS, via the phone number that they included as theirs. So once these guys receive this OTP, they'll then fill that OTP within the lead form. to submit their lead information. So for you as the business owner to get these guys your leads information, they must submit this code for them to actually finalize the process of submitting their lead information. So guys, this is really going to massively weed out a lot of low intent buyers. People who are just casual freebies, people who are just using fake phone numbers, and you know, getting to use a lot of fake bots and all that. So this is actually going to filter out the low intent leads, people who won't, you know, people who won't even bother about purchasing your service as the epoxy flooring business. So this is really key in terms of dealing with lead quality. So if you've been getting fake phone numbers, if your sales team have been if your sales team have been having a difficult time in calling leads, they're calling fake phone numbers, calling fake bots, calling spam numbers and all that, then Meta have now come up with the right solution for you guys. So in order for someone to actually become a lead, in order for someone to submit the information, they have to submit this code. They have to receive this code. So this will like kind of force people to use their real information, because you know what, if someone is actually not interested in your service, then if someone is just a casual pass buyer, or if someone is just a casual freebie, they won't even take the extra step of using a phone number, of just going through the next step. But if someone is really interested in your service, if they're pleased, if they're interested in what they've seen through your ad, they'll take the next step, whether be it purchasing a new phone number, a real phone number, all that. So it's going to force people to actually use their real phone numbers, and basically you'll just be working with real quality and high quality leads. So once they enter this code, then they are able to submit their information. Then henceforth, you guys will do the rest, follow up with them, try and nurture them, get to know them better, get to understand just basically getting to follow up and nurturing the leads. That's just it. But just as I've said, for in the beginning stages, we'll be opting for more volume. Now once that is done, for the sharing settings, we leave it as open, not restricted. Flexible form delivery, we leave it as on. Optimize flexible form delivery, we leave it as on. We leave it as optimized, not manual. Yeah. So we'll click continue. So for the background image, we'll use the image from your ad. We don't have any uploaded image or so we might just go with this. And then for the headline, just try and write something that kind of sets the tone and reinforces whatever we've been mentioning, reinforces part of your offer. So you can have something like get your something like get your flooring estimate, day. Yes, something of the sort. Then for description, we can have something so like just a simple explanation under reinforcing your headline. So something like, actually reinforcing the offer that we had initially. So you can have something like get 50%. That was part of our offer. Get 50% off your flooring estimate. It keeps on loading this way. Estimate. Get 50% off your flooring estimate today, and we can include a holiday special. Take advantage of this holiday special, something of the sort. Because the ad included the summer, so and take advantage of this holiday special. Then put some scarcity statement. So limited slots available. something of this sort, something of this sort can work. So at least there's some congruency in terms of what we mentioned in the ad and what these guys are also seeing when they're now finishing to clear, or rather when they're finishing to fill the form. So at least there's that aspect of congruency there. So get 50% off your flooring estimate today and take advantage of this special limited sponsor. Yeah, that sounds great. So after this trust signals, you want to ensure you keep all this off. Don't need any of that. So click next. Contact information. This is where we'll be getting their details, their contact info. So for the contact information, under description, have something small like just to maybe people have trust issues when they're filling out or when they're giving out their contact. So we want to give them something that will kind of act as a safety net and ensure that whatever the contact information they're giving us is not going to be used for other third-party purposes or whatsoever, or for any other thing that is illegal. So we want to reinforce our assurance to them. So we can give them something like we'll use this information to contact you, not to contact you, let's say to reach you and send you your flooring estimate. Yeah, something of the sort can work. Simple. Now for this side, this is where they'll be filling out their information. They'll be giving us their contact information. So you do want to bring this here, full name, the phone number, and then the email. Then that is done. So once we have everything organized, I just wanted to mention something. When you're filling out, or when you're preparing these lead forms, try and make the process frictionless as possible. Don't try and ask them too many questions, or don't try and inquire so much. Just ask what you need. Basically, once you have their phone number, their email, their full name, probably include 1 or 2 questions just to kind of filter out your leads, if so. But don't, as much as possible, don't ask so many questions, because these guys are going to switch off the app, because the people don't like being asked too much of their personal information and all that. So don't try, or don't start asking questions like what type of floor do you need and all that. Just try and ask simple questions, 1 or 2 questions that are a bit polite, not polite in the sense of politeness. What you understand what I mean? But try and ask just 1 or 2 questions that are a bit simple, or that are a bit soft, that if that can make sense. So we can have something like, we can include a multiple choice question. We can have something like, how soon are you looking to start? How soon are you looking to start the project? Yeah, definitely something like this. So we can include an answers like immediately, whether they want immediately. Wait. Now why is this lagging? Immediately. So this can be this week. Maybe they want it this week. Or maybe we can include within, no, not within, okay, yeah, within 2 to 4 weeks probably. Maybe also they can include another option, in 3 months. Or maybe they're just not sure, they're just researching. Maybe they're just the price shoppers, so not sure. Yeah, so guys, we just as I said, I'm just trying to emphasize on this. When you're using lead forms or instant forms, try and make the process so seamless and frictionless. Don't try and start asking these people about where they live and all that. No, people usually have this trust issue in terms of when they're giving out the information in online sites. So when they're on Facebook, they can't just give out the information publicly in the public domain. So leave that to websites or landing pages. When you're taking your traffic to the websites or landing pages, when you're taking your leads to the website or landing pages, leave those questions to that point. And actually, I'll be showing you some of the questions in a sample landing page. So once that is done, we'll click next. Once we're in this stage, what is going to happen here? We're going to be including our privacy policy link. Meta requires us to include our privacy policy link. So what you're going to do here, we have two options. We can either go online on Google, just go and search on Google, literally Facebook ad privacy policy generators, and you'll find so many of them. For instance, I've already found one. This is basically what is being used by most of the advertisers in terms of this privacy policy kind of thing. So once you, for instance, use this one, for example, just read the name there. You come here, copy the URL link, and then come and paste it there. There's no need to really complicate issues here. So just use what is there. Or you can also go to ChatGPT and tell it to create for you a privacy policy specifically related or tied to your business, and then that's done. So after this, apart from that, there's nothing else we have to do there. We click next. The next thing Facebook is also going to need from you your website link. So we'll be sending our leads back to our website. So I think for you, this is really important. You must have a website. So you must also provide a valid website URL. So we're going to input our website URL here for specific purposes of mainly number one, we'll be tracking them. Tracking them. Yeah, we're going to be tracking the leads that are going back to the website, and also just for the main reason of kind of trying to filter these guys to check whether to qualify them more, basically asking them more questions related to their need for your service as the epoxy flooring contractor. So we'll be qualifying them, asking them more questions. We're going to be taking them to a landing page in our website, trying to take them through all those questions, filtering them out to see whether these guys actually fit. So once that is done, there is really nothing much more here. So you just create form. Okay, it needs me to kind of put my website link here, but I'm not going to do that for now. Maybe just let me use a random URL link let me just use my Calendly link just for demonstration purposes. So I think it really requires us to have this website, at least for transparency, so that we're not just collecting information anyhow. So at least they need these guys to have somewhere where they can inquire further on your service. So yeah, I think that's just it for it. So let's just put this link here. No need to complicate the issues. Facebook. Okay, come there. I think that's fine. You know, it's still saying red here. Call to action, view website. Okay, I think we're set. I don't know why. Yeah, basically set. So yes, we've created the form. So once that is all done, simply click publish, and that is how you've published your ad. And there it goes. So guys, that is just basically it. This was kind of a rushed process on just a new account, a demo account. I'm just trying to show you guys the simple demo now to set up your leads campaign and everything, literally everything within the technicalities of the ad account and all that. So guys, I just need to finish by saying this, that actually is a tenth of what running Facebook ads is. So I know you've seen so many people online, you've seen so many gurus online telling you that running Facebook, of course, running Facebook ads is quite easier as compared to back then because of all the technology and the AI that is still also developing and coming up within the platform, making it a bit easy for even a beginner. I mean, you can literally take a few weeks or to a month just to get to learn the basics within running an effective ad account. But that is not it. You still need a lot of precision and skill in running ads. That actually, just as I said, is just a tenth of what really entails one running a highly profitable and effective ad account that gets you results predictably. So it really takes a lot. So once we've published those ads, we'll be duplicating the ads, simply multiplying the ads, the elements within the ads. So this is going to be because we want to test more ads and see which ads are winning. The ads that are not performing, we're going to be kind of dropping them off or shutting them down, and then leaving the ones that are performing better, setting them in one ad set, and then scaling basically. So what I mean is, what I'm trying to say is, so once we take probably around 14 days, just as I said, this is the campaign, this is the ad set, and this ad set have each ad in it. So we're basically running 5 ads. So once we've quite tested a bit, we've given it a test window of probably 14 days or 2 weeks, or just, yeah, 2 weeks is enough. So we're going to be shutting down and just trying to, shut down basically the ads that are not working, but for the ads that are performing. So if, for instance, these two are not working, we're not going to be spending much more on this. But if these are the winners, if these are the ones that are working, if these are the ads that are working, what you're going to be doing now, we'll have this campaign, we'll have our campaign, and then we have the ad set. Now for this place, for this scenario, let me do that. For this scenario, once we find out that 2 of the ads are not performing better, we're kind of going to minimize our spend, rather just going to shut down the ads. We're not going to continue spending much more on those ads. So what you're going to do, we have this campaign, we have the ad set, but now in this ad set, we're going to fill this ad set with the winning ads. So add 1, then you can have add 2, add 3, and then kind of increase our budget to scale these ads. So the more we spend, the more we increase our budget on these winning ads, the more leads you're going to be getting, qualified leads you're going to be getting. So it's just going to be a repeat process, a rinse and repeat process. So if once again this also is not performing, we test these ones. But guys, you also need to realize there's something called ad fatigue. So there's going to be literally a time when the winning ads are just not going to be working. So we must also go back to the beginning process, where we now we make new ads again, test them. But now this time when we are testing, we will have already had our proven audience and our proven offer, and we would have already known the proven creatives that are working within the niche. So from that point, it's not really a hassle as compared to starting a new ad account that does not have that data completely, because just as I told you, Facebook works on data. So basically that's it. This is how your ad account will be looking like when scaling. Look at this: 162 leads, reach 109, frequency, cost per result, and all this. So this is how your ad account is going to be looking like with all testing of these ads. So we'll be testing these ads, seeing which ads are working, seeing which ads are not working, turning them off, then trying to reiterate and take all the winning ads, put them into one ad set, increase the budget and scale them, rinse and repeat. The ads that are not also working, close them off, shut them down, and then kind of reiterate the process. Basically, you understand what I really mean. So on the website, just as I told you, once the leads have finished filling the form and they've submitted their information, we're sending them back again to the website in our landing page. We'll be still inquiring them of their name. Now at this point is when you can now kind of ask them all the questions that you had, not on the lead form. Actually, now they're in the landing page. This is where you can now hit them with so many questions just to ensure that you are working with the right deal. Then once they're done, send them to a booking form where they get to book a call with you guys. So yeah, guys, that's just it. I'll leave you with this. In as much as running Facebook ads is simple and easy, 2025, even a 7-year-old can run a Facebook ad. I say this, there's still so much to it. It will take you more time than just setting up a simple campaign. It takes a lot of precision, skill, testing more ads, analyzing the ad account, iterating and scaling the campaigns. That's it, guys, for this video. Just a reminder, if you want to work with us, if you want all the AI systems that I have been showing you in the past videos and now running the ad account, if you want to work with us, then I'll leave a link on the description. You guys can reach out and we can see if it's a good fit. Otherwise, hope you guys have had so much value in this video. Hope to see you next time. Peace.